Hey everybody, welcome to Kingdom of Honor Does Pop Culture. I'm your host, Zanman Shane Spoonie, along with my good buddy, the Honorable Jeff.
So
And we're talking today about Army of the Dead, the latest movie by Zach Snyder, his first on partnership with Netflix. And I guess I'm gonna start off by saying, if you don't like Zack Snyder's style, this movie's not gonna change your mind. But if you do like Zack Snyder's style, um, you're probably gonna find at least some level of enjoyment with this film. So
you're gonna find what? You cut
at
out
least
there.
some level of enjoyment.
I found lots of levels of enjoyment with it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I am not a fan of one aspect of it, but I did really enjoy the movie overall. And the opening like 10 minutes is just fucking brilliant. So
I thought that from start to finish, it was great. I didn't have really any problems with it, uh, except, I mean, there were a couple things like there really wasn't a whole lot of action in it until the ending. I mean, there was a little bit here, a little bit there, but for the most part, you would think in a zombie flick there would be a little more action than there was.
no,
But when
I think zombie flicks are more like building tension, and that's what this movie did. Like pretty much throughout was just build the tension, and then till we get the climax at the end, right?
I don't know. To me, this was kind of a cross between The Walking Dead and Call of Duty Zombies, because we had probably the greatest thing ever, a zombie tiger.
Yeah,
We also had a boss zombies. So there was all it. The thing and I think I mentioned this to you yesterday. The thing I like about zombie genre is everybody who does a zombie anything puts their own spin on it.
yeah.
So what started like if I mean, zombie craze has been around forever, but you go back to The Walking Dead is kind of where it became the modern day cult phenomenon that it is. But every time I see a different zombies being done, it's done in a different way. And like this one to me was kind of a cross between all of them. It had a little aspect of every one of them.
I agree. And I'll just I'm just going to start off by saying, well, not start off, but I'm just going to say like right away off the bat what I did not like about the movie, and that is simply that the only two of the main cast that survived were two of the three most annoying, irritating characters in the main cast. The millionaire, the billionaire that was funding it, and the idiot daughter refused to listen to her father and went into a stupid situation, knowing that, I mean, not even knowing if the chick she was looking for was there, but then also like not even, I mean, she had like a pistol with like a clip of ammo to try to take down, an army of alpha zombies. You know,
Well, and the best part is that the girl that she went to save didn't even survive, and nobody else did either.
That's what I mean. I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. She's the only one that survived, and other than like I said, and then we think briefly at the end that Van survived, but then it turns out he's just gonna start a new zombie apocalypse in Mexico City instead.
Yeah, exactly. Which that one kind of confused me too, because how did he turn into a zombie?
He was bitten in the arm.
Oh yeah, okay.
He was. We see things about they're. By the way, guys, spoilers. But we see that at the end he and Dieter go to get. They look at each other, go the money, and they go run to get the money, and then they get attacked by the king, and the king goes to bite the arm of Van, and then Dieter like hits him in the back of the head with something with like a I don't know like a piece of wood or something, and then locks him in the vault. Well, the cutaway did not we didn't know at the time, but then at the end of the movie we see that his arm actually did get bit by it. So
What I think is funny is that you screamed out spoilers for that
yeah,
little bit,
yeah.
but we just literally 5 seconds before that told everybody that only one person survived.
Yeah.
Just
delayed
saying.
delayed action, you know. Yeah. So that I just thought the plot contrivance of the disobedient daughter lied to her dad and decided to go be a fucking dumbass. I know we're supposed to probably care that yeah she's being heroic and trying to save her friend and the mother of two kids, but at the same time I thought she was a complete dumbass. So
The only way this movie could
I did not root for her. Sorry, go ahead.
the only way this movie could have ended, or should have ended, would have been the dumbass daughter who got everybody killed. If she had opened up her dad's food truck that he was talking about for the entire damn movie.
Yeah, that would have been kind of neat.
That's the only way this movie should have ended, not setting up for part 2 in Mexico.
I also read so I didn't actually read the articles. I had seen the movie, but I saw something about whether Dave Batista was going to come back for the sequel. And I don't see how that's possible. He was bitten by the king and then shot in the head by his daughter. You know.
Yeah, he turned into a zombie and then his daughter shot him in the head. How could he come back? That's kind of silly. But yeah, the other thing is that first of all, it was kind of weird seeing how trained in combat sports the zombies were. And when Batista's going all badass after what's her name gets her head spun around,
Yeah.
And they're dodging him and swinging at him and things like that. It was a little bit awkward seeing zombies being that skilled at fighting. And then, of course, the one thing that happened that made me go, what the, and damn near shut it off, was pregnant zombie.
You got that feeling too, huh?
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
What? I mean, come on. Now we're taking liberties with zombies. I mean, but to have a pregnant zombie, zombies are dead.
Well, in most literature and film, zombies are dead, but that may not be the case, in this one. Like the zombies here could just have like what was that movie? 28 Days Later. They're not really dead in that one either, right? They're zombies, but they're just like really highly infected. So it could just be the same thing here, where if you're where the zombies that are, what do they call them, the lurchers or something? I can't remember what they call them.
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember either.
But maybe the lower level are dead and the alphas are just part of a new race of beings. The other, I guess there actually is a possibility that one more character survived in it, because I don't know how she would have escaped Las Vegas, but we did see where the king bit Lily in the arm before he went to go after Scott, right? So
yeah,
so it's possible that somehow she survived as the new queen of the zombies or something.
I guess that would make some sense, because technically we didn't see her die.
Right. We did not see her die. There had to be a reason for that fight, right? They had to be setting something up. I did just see that there actually is already a prequel underway for Army of the Dead.
Oh, so that's why he's going to be in the part 2, is because he's going to be part of the prequel.
Not necessarily, but maybe.
What I don't understand is, why do we do prequels? Why can't we just start the story?
Well, it looks like this is going to be focused on Dieter, possibly.
The least exciting character in the entire movie, and we're going to have a movie focusing on the child that cracks locks. What?
Yeah, it's called Army of Thieves.
It's called what? Army of
Thieves.
And it's focused on Dieter.
Yep, and they're also planning a animated series prequel that sees actors reprise their roles. Basically, but I think about those, like the time before they got out of Las Vegas. It's called Army of the Dead, Lost Vegas.
How can you have an entire movie, as an entire zombie apocalypse movie, about the one guy who never fired a gun before this movie?
Because it's Army of Thieves. That's what I said. It's Army of Thieves. So it's gonna be like a caper movie.
Okay.
Like do you not like caper movies? Joe?
I like caper movies, but then have it something else. Why does it have to be a army of dead people and capers and things? I don't, yeah,
No,
whatever.
no,
I guess
I
I'll
didn't say
just,
anything about that. People, it's just like it's a spin-off prequel focusing on Dieter as being a safecracker.
oh, still don't get it.
I'm
It-
not I'm not exactly
it's a,
enamored with it either, but
yeah, I mean, it's a,
but I think you're like thinking of like zombies trying to crack into a bank or something, and that's not
yeah, I mean,
that's not what they're doing.
it's a zombie franchise. It's a zombie franchise. And we're focusing on the one guy that will have nothing to do with the zombies for an entire movie.
Yeah.
That would be like, let's say we had a spin-off of The Walking Dead where Carl was now all of a sudden a chef at a fucking bakery
It
on
would
the
not be
other
the
side of
same
the
at all.
world.
It would not be the same at all. It'd be more like if we were focusing on Negan when he was a high school gym teacher.
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, but whatever. We'll use the universe, but we're not going to have any well, they'll probably have mentions of zombies just to keep it in the same universe. Because I guess
Yeah, I mean,
zombie,
maybe it'll happen in like maybe as they're maybe they're sitting there counting their money and Dieter looks up and he sees like on the news that the zombies started happening in Las Vegas. But
right? And it's not really
I'm not I like caper movies, so I'm kind of like looking forward to see what they do with it. But it's not like I'm gonna be holding my breath for it to be something excellent and really tie into the universe very well, So
he's not the leader type. Okay,
no.
he's not. He's basically a kid. So the only thing that he can be in a caper movie is the sidekick safecracker. So what makes them think that pulling off a movie about him? I
He
don't know.
might I think you're probably right that he's like the least exciting character in the movie, but at the same time he's a likable character.
Oh yeah,
So
but he,
so so I mean I think that might be more the focus is like a likable young guy that is actually saves being like recruited by this band of rogues that are trying to pull off a heist.
yeah, it just doesn't make sense though, because all he can be is a sidekick. I
Yeah.
can't see him as being the leader. It's not like he's the criminal mastermind.
No, but you could be a sidekick and still be the focus of the movie.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Anyway,
I
and
mean,
so
Anakin Skywalker pulled it off.
yeah.
He was
I
a sidekick.
I guess personally, if they're going to do this universe, I'd rather they do prequels than doing a sequel, because if they do a sequel, there's nobody other than fucking what the hell is her name?
The daughter.
Yeah, I was trying to think of her name, but Kate. There's nobody but Kate for them to really be the focus of the movie, and I don't like her. So I know they'd have to basically choose her to cast a badass, pretty much, right? So
Right.
but
The
and the interesting thing is that this time instead of it being Las Vegas, which granted is kind of on the border of it's pretty close to the border of Los Angeles, they're crashing in Mexico City, so they could actually spread out to like Arizona, Texas, um, that in that way. So it could actually end up being that the quarantine zone has to be bigger than just Las Vegas.
yeah, I suppose. But anyway, I mean, as far as the movie goes, I'll give it a solid 8.
Yeah.
There was some things that I felt held it back, but all in all, it was an enjoyable movie. It was in the zombie genre. It was another Zack Snyder movie, which is, you know, I'm trying to think of any movie that Zack Snyder has done that I haven't liked. It looks like Las Vegas is going to be a TV series.
Yeah, an animated TV series.
I'm trying to think. Can you think of a movie that that Zack Snyder did that you didn't like? That you saw? I mean,
Yeah, I've doubt I've seen everything that he's done, but you know what? I did not like Sucker.
see, I love Sucker Punch.
Okay.
Like I'm looking here through the movies of his that I've seen. 300, I loved. Watchmen, I loved. Sucker Punch, I didn't love, but I didn't hate. Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League. Well, okay. Technically, it wasn't really his. It was I can't think of the guy's name now. But the original Justice League, he gets credit for both Justice Leagues. And then Army of the Dead, yeah, Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, I didn't hate at the time. I definitely didn't like it after I saw how the vision should have been. But I didn't hate it at the time, at least. Army of the Dead, yeah, everything I've seen of his I like, and I guess he's only done 17 movies.
I get, you know, looking at well, it's only 17. That's actually quite a bit.
Actually, 25 movies he's done all the way back to 1989.
But yeah, Sucker Punch was a movie that I took my daughter to see, and we both like walked out of it going, "What the fuck was that?" So I mean that
Yeah,
Sucker Punch is like the one movie in his oeuvre that I did not like at all. Watchmen I didn't love, but I did like quite a bit. Everything, and you know, and Wonder Woman, I don't think he actually directed.
no,
Yeah.
no,
So
he
what?
wasn't part of that one.
See, Wonder Woman is, you know, I think is highly overrated, but
Both of them are.
yeah. Well, the first one was, second one was absolutely terrible, but
Yeah.
but yeah, the other movies he's directed, the only one that I did not care for was Sucker.
See, and I guess
and you already know that I think that is and I can't remember if I said it on our show before or not, but I think his Justice League trilogy is the greatest trilogy of in superhero lore. So
starting with Man of Steel, Batman
started-
versus Superman, and then Justice League. I think
Right.
when we saw his 4-hour director cut, it became that.
that's what I mean.
Yeah. And I think the biggest, because I would say, I think you and I talked about this before, but the closest comparison you could have as far as a trilogy movie goes is the Batman, Chris Nolan Batman.
Right.
You know, Batman Begins, Man of Steel, I'd say are about neck and neck as far as quality of movie goes. Batman 2 blows away Batman versus Superman, The Dark Knight. And then the Zack Snyder Justice League is better than anything that was in the Christopher Nolan. So it's not even a fair comparison to put it against that third Batman.
Right. Right.
That third Batman was one of the most clumsy, confusing movies I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. See, and for me, I think I like Batman Begins, but it wasn't. But you know, watching that movie, the first I was just watching that movie the first time around. All I could think was, where the fuck is the Joker? you know.
Right.
And then at the end of the movie, we see the Joker card get thrown out, and then we see the fantastic Joker of Heath Ledger in Dark Knight, right? But
right.
Batman Begins, I think, does a lot of things well, but it wasn't something where. But I don't think if I had not seen the Heath Ledger like scenes and stuff with the Joker, and there wasn't so much hype about that, I don't know that I would have continued watching that film series. Whereas after Man of Steel, as much as a lot of Superman purists hated Man of Steel, I thought it was absolutely great, and I couldn't wait for a second Man of Steel, which, you know, which you know, who knows? It's up in the air if we're ever going to get a second Man of Steel. I mean, Warner Media says no, but at the same time, they're not necessarily in charge of their own division. So
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, um, but yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else on this movie? Anything else that really stuck out?
no, I'm going to say that I would agree right with you. Giving it an 8. Like I said, if you don't like Zack Snyder, you're probably not going to like this movie. But if you do like
I
Zack
did.
Snyder stuff, or you never given him a shot, I think would be a fun entry point for you.
There's, one thing about this movie is it didn't have much comedic relief. Um, there wasn't a whole lot of it, but that scene before they went and had the big shootout in the casino floor with all the machines blowing up and everything when they were riding the elevator up and there was elevator music playing, and they both just kind of looked at each other, or all three of them just kind of looked at each other like, what? That
Yeah,
was kind of a that was a fun little moment too.
yeah. What was the name of the guy that was? He was kind of like the Doom. He kind of like seemed like the lead character from Doom. um,
He was the one that did the like YouTube show or whatever, right?
yeah, yeah.
Where
I'm
he
trying to think of his
where
name.
he'd go in and I can't remember it
Uh,
either.
well, anyway, when he had to kill his friend, I thought that was I was like, shoot the gas tank, shoot the gas tank. And when he shot the gas tank, the direction on that, the cinematography, the filming of that scene was just fantastic. Where you see the bullet like go into the tank, and you see like the ash ring kind of around the tank, and then it explodes out. I love that scene. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that was really good. Um, what was it? I was trying to think of who that guy is.
It's Guzman,
Oh yeah,
Mikey
yeah.
Guzman.
He was yeah, and he was the YouTube star or whatever that was just shooting zombies for likes.
Yeah, where he was kind of like where he would like kill like 3 zombies in one shot. Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh, his real name is Raul Castillo.
Okay. Yeah. That
Okay,
and no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't realize that the alpha zombie, the king zombie's name was actually Zeus. That makes sense.
I didn't know that they never. I don't think they ever named him.
No, they didn't. But I'm looking up the cast in IMDb, and that's the only one I
Oh.
could think of. Is that
Uh.
his name is? But yeah, I thought the elevator music was nice little touch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise,
So yeah. So really good movie. Really good time. So you could do worse. Um.
you could do a lot worse. You could do what was it? The Heights movie that we just watched.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what do we have coming up on? What do we have coming up on tap next year?
I don't know what's new for HBO.
I have no idea. I thought maybe you did.
I don't know anymore because they couldn't just because they came out and changed everything.
Oh, speaking of which, Dune got pushed back 3 weeks now.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
One of the ones that I'm actually looking forward to. That's the thing.
I think I got pushed from like October 2nd to October 21st or something like that. Let's see.
Space Jam is the next one.
Is it out right now?
I don't know, but I don't know that I can watch it. I really don't.
If we can watch Tom and Jerry, we can watch Space
If I can watch the In the Heights movie, I suppose I could watch Space Jam, but I don't want to.
Want is
July
not a
16th.
consideration. All right, so that's not out yet. So let's see. So let's see if there's anything. Oh, my Roku just shut off while I tried to do that. All right, so you have any ideas for next week's program?
Well, there was something that we were gonna watch, wasn't there?
I don't know. So I'm asking you.
We kind of holding off on. Is there nothing that comes out or nothing has come out on HBO Max in the last 2 weeks?
I don't know. I tried to look at my Roku shutdown, so it didn't want me to check.
Trying to find out now. I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything that, because we've been putting all our eggs in this basket. I haven't really thought of anything. I would really like to know why I can't find a release list. Let's try this.
They changed it too many times.
Well, like I said, when we originally started doing this, there was only gonna be 12 movies released.
Right.
And now there's like 75 movies, feels like.
She just added No Sudden Move, Let Him Go, Judas and the Black Messiah. We've already seen that one. Yeah, there's not
This will Kong.
I don't see anything
Combat,
new.
Conjuring, In the Heights. Space Jam's the next one, according to
All
this
right.
list. July 16th, 2021. So we've got nothing then on tap. So we'll think about something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
There's got to be something. It's got to be something. Anyway, guys, please do us a favor. It helps us out if you hit like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Go check out our channel for the other shows that we do with the wrestling, pop culture, and Shane's book review. And you know, if you feel like it, head over to our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/Kingdom of Honor, and give that a nice little view. Otherwise, I've got nothing else.
No, thanks so much for watching, guys. Till next time, this is Shane saying long days, pleasant nights, and Jeff saying
Goodbye.